You are looking live.
Here comes the play. Goodman at the free throw line. Jumper.
He broke his ankles. He is Houdini.
Mickey Mantle don't care about you, so why should you care about him? Nobody cares.
That's not a good call. No.
You don't like that call.
I don't like that call.
Woo, 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 woo. Not so fast.
As I mentioned before the break, we'll be getting to the MLB lockout. And so this week, as everybody knows and everybody's fully aware, the MLB is in a lockout right now, right? That's nothing new. However, there's kind of like a weird thing here. So before the lockout, there was kind of like a mad rush to sign free agents. You know what I mean? Kind of like before a snowstorm, you go to the store and everybody's like, "Oh my God, grab all the toilet paper, quick, get all the bread." That's kind of what it was in free agency for the MLB. It was like, "Oh my God, get them!" And everybody's kind of wondering why. And as more and more of these guys were signed, and it's kind of like out of nowhere, just kind of like a mad rush for free agents. You kind of felt like, okay, they must be getting the feeling that there's a lockout happening soon, right? Which we'll get to in a little bit. But one of those big signings was Max Scherzer, who was signed to a 3-year, $130 million contract with the Mets. And a lot of people were excited about this move. Everybody was like, "Yeah, this is great." The Mets are going to have DeGrom, Scherzer. I think they still have Wheeler, right? Like, they're going to have a really good pitching staff, a rotation. I mean, I would pump the brakes on being so optimistic there, because take a look at Scherzer in the past 3 years. He's had a lot of issues with injuries, and the guy's 37 years old. He'll turn 38 next July. So he's getting up there in age, and anytime you get up there in age, and not to say that just because you're old doesn't mean you can't play baseball. I mean, Ichiro's like 60 years old, and he was still playing, right? Bartolo Colon was like 80, and he was still playing. So there's nothing to say that you can't play into your 40s. You can. It's just as a pitcher, especially as a starting pitcher, when you're expected to throw 80 pitches a game here or there, that's going to put some wear and tear on you. And, I think sooner or later, and you see a lot of guys that started their careers at starting pitchers, as they got older, they kind of moved to the bullpen because they can't throw 6 innings every 5 days, right? It's just the way things are. There's nothing you can do about it. When you throw, 130 innings for 10 years straight or whatever, it's going to put some wear and tear on you. It's just how it is. Again, Scherzer, though, has had a lot of issues. Last season, he was scratched from Game 6 of the NL Championship Series as he had been battling injury all season long. He was scratched from that game and didn't pitch again. Yeah, he was essentially shut down after that game. Since when he was with the Nationals, he's needed an extra day off, extra day of rest here and there to manage fatigue and other minor injuries. In 2019, Scherzer was limited to only 27 starts due to 2 stints on the injured list with a back injury. And also in 2019, he was scratched from Game 5 of the World Series with a nerve issue in his neck. He did start, I think, 2 games later, which they had won the World Series. But, that's the thing, is I feel like he's, in a way, kind of unreliable, if you understand what I'm saying. In 2020, he tweaked his hamstring after only his 3rd start. And again, he's 37. He'll turn 38 next July. And they signed him to a 3-year deal? You really think Max Scherzer is going to be able to be doing what he's been doing for another 3 years? You think he's going to be doing this at 41? He's hardly doing it at 37 and 36 and 35. I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing it. And, Mets fans, maybe you're seeing something that I'm not, but I'm just not seeing it. Like, sure, he's a great pitcher. He's been really good in the past, but just because he was good before doesn't mean he's going to come to the Mets and be that same guy. There's a reason that now he's been signed to his, he was with the Nationals in 19, then the Dodgers in 20, now the Mets here in 2021 Nationals in 19, Dodgers he was with the Nationals in 2020, right? I believe, yeah. And then Dodgers 2021, and then Mets 2022. My bad. Had to get it figured out. So yeah, he's had issues finishing seasons over the past 3 years, even in the shortened 2020 COVID year. And I'm just not seeing what the Mets are seeing.